Coming up on WLGTV, we're bringing you news from around the campus and the local community.
From news around Lander, our reporters have all the updates on the new men's soccer coach, as well as the latest of student involvement in South Carolina's legislature.
Then, later, we have a story about increasing police brutality and how our local community is getting involved.
And as always, we have your sports and entertainment update. So stay tuned because Lander WLGTV starts now.
Welcome to WLGTV News by students for students. I'm Nicole Webb.
And I'm Brianna Hayes. Thanks for joining us. One of Lander's own, Kimberly Modica, is heavily involved in South Carolina's legislature. Let's go to Melissa Pruitt for the story.
Many students are involved here on Lander's campus and around Greenwood, but one in particular that I spoke with is Kimberly Modica. One organization that she is involved with is the South Carolina Student Legislative Chapter here at Lander.
We make legislation and we meet up twice a year at two different conferences, one in Columbia and one in Myrtle Beach. We present legislation to both the House and the Senate, and we pass them through both chambers, and then they go on to be considered for law.
Kimberly is also the highest ranking female member statewide in the SCSL.
And it's also fantastic that we can get people from multiple majors involved because it's so important for young people to understand how politics impacts their lives.
Kimberly was also selected to study abroad in Washington, D.C. this fall. She already has many goals to work towards during her time there.
But I intend to either serve at the State Department, at a foreign relations think tank, like the Carnegie Endowment for International Studies and Peace, or a subcommittee on human rights, women's rights, or non-proliferation of nuclear weapons.
Kimberly is very excited to further her education in Washington this fall. This is Melissa Pruitt reporting for WLGTV, Lander University.
In other news, Lander's men's soccer team just got a new head coach. Here's reporter Tyler Bowen with more information.
On the wing.
For the last 30 years, Coach Van Taylor has been the figurehead for Lander soccer. However, with his recent retirement, I thought we should get to know his replacement, Lee Squires.
Originally, I'm from Sheffield, England. I came over on a scholarship to play at Lees McRae College. I studied and played there for 4 years, and then was fortunate enough to get the head coaching job at Lees McRae in North Carolina 6 months after graduation.
Bench warmer.
Coach Squires was asked what he believes he brings to this prestigious program.
The key word for me is always balance, but just in general, I think I bring a youthful energy. I'm not too old yet. A youthful energy, just some new ideas, a fresh approach, and I feel like my knowledge of the game is strong and always improving. You know, I'm diligent in my work. I'm thorough with my recruiting, so hopefully that can be the recipe for success.
Van Taylor was recently honored by having the Lander Field named after him, now Van Taylor Soccer Stadium. Do you have any trepidation in following someone so well respected?
There is, I guess, a little bit. You know, it's always a big deal stepping into somebody's shoes who's been so successful and been here for a long time. But I'm looking forward to putting my own imprint on things, and you know, I feel like I'm here on merit, and you know, I'm looking forward to what we can achieve going forward.
Matt, turn it back.
Here at WLGTV, we certainly look forward to seeing where Lee Squires can lead the Bearcats. This has been Tyler Bowen.
I heard that not only are we getting a new soccer coach, but we also getting a new basketball coach.
I heard that today too. I was surprised. Everybody's shocked about him leaving.
Yeah, I know. I was shocked. Police brutality is becoming more and more apparent in the day and age because of social media and personal recording devices. People are starting to take a stand and demand change. Here's a story on the matter that may be too graphic for some viewers. Viewer discretion is advised.
From national news to local news, the law enforcement have been criticized for needless actions towards citizens. Media outlets have shown adverse views of the law enforcement.
Hello.
doing, man? What's going on?
Oh, this is off the chain. Incoherent.
Who's that?
Chopping up people in the sun. Bipolar schizo.
What's going on? You drop that for me. Drop that for me, guy.
Jay!
Drop it.
Jay!
Drop it.
Jay!
The law enforcement of Lawrence County are surpassing adverse views by holding a March Madness charity basketball game. Before tip-off, they led the game with a word of prayer. The Lawrence County Sheriff Department defeated Clinton Public Safety Saturday 2 p.m. at the Clinton YMCA.
What we're doing here today is a benefit basketball game between the Lawrence County Sheriff's Office and the Clinton Department of Public Safety. All the proceeds that are raised here today go to benefit the Lawrence County Christmas for Kids program, something that we started about 15 years ago. It continues to grow. During Christmas season, we end up usually helping over 500 children that wouldn't otherwise have a Christmas. We supply food, clothes, toys for the families that are in need, and it continues to grow each year. The Department of Public Safety here in Clinton and other agencies are always contributing to help, and that's what makes living here in Lawrence County so great. Everybody is pitching in to help everyone here, especially those in need.
I'm reporter Noel Mackey, and this is WLGTV News.
I think it's really good to see the police officers being in a more positive light despite the controversy going on around the country.
Because it's been a lot of police brutality going on all around the United States.
Yeah, so this is a good thing. It's a good thing. Now we have Justin Thompson in the studio with updates on your Bearcat sports.
Well, it's that time of year again. Exams are beginning and sports are coming to a close. It's been a great year for Bearcat sports, and all of our teams performed very well. Men's baseball had a rocky season with a 22-26 record, but they finished on a high note last night with a 7-4 win over Pfeiffer. Lander softball finished at 12-28 following 2 losses at Francis Marion this past Saturday. The Lady Bearcats were hopeful mid-season that they could rally and possibly make a postseason game, but they ended the season with 11 straight losses. They are sure to be ready to get back to work in the off-season and prepare for next spring. Lander men's tennis is 9-0 in the conference and 12-2 overall. Both the men's and women's teams will be in the PBC tournament as number 2 and number 7 seeds respectively. It's been a fun year for sports Bearcats. I hope you all have a wonderful summer. Now let's head to Maya with our entertainment news.
It's entertainment time. Vin Diesel and his longtime girlfriend announced their latest addition to the family. Her name is Pauline, which is named after his close friend and co-star in Fast and Furious films, Paul Walker. He stated, and I quote, "It felt like, a way to keep his memory a part of my family and a part of my world." That is very sweet, Vin, but from sweet to not so sweet. I am sorry to disappoint all of you One Direction fans out there, but Zayn has posted on the band's official Facebook page that he is going into his own direction. Zayn says, "My life with One Direction has been more than I could ever imagine, but after 5 years, I feel like it's now the right time for me to leave the band. I'd like to apologize to the fans if I've let anyone down, but I have to do what feels right in my heart. I am leaving because I want to be a normal 22-year-old who is able to relax and have some private time out of the spotlight. I know I have 4 friends for life in Louis, Liam, Harry, and Niall. I know they will continue to be the best band in the world." Now, let's face the fact here. We all know that Zayn will not be able to be a normal 22-year-old, but we will wish him all the best. Well, she has done it again for those of you who can't get enough of Ellen. She has released her newest TV show, One Big Happy. Ellen says that creating the show has changed her life, and I can honestly say that it is a great show to watch to get a good laugh. It comes on every Tuesday, 9:30 on NBC. That is all I have for you this week. Make sure you tune in next week. Back to you guys in the studio.
The weather has been throwing us for a twist lately. We've had tornadoes surrounding the upstate area the last 2 days. Thankfully, it didn't hit Greenwood, and sunny skies have taken over. Today is sunny with a high of 78 and a low of 55. Tomorrow will be mostly cloudy with a high of 75 and a low of 47. Friday will be partly cloudy with a high of 73 and a low of 56. Rain will be coming this weekend starting Saturday, but fading out on Sunday with isolated thunderstorms.
You guys have all heard the rumors surrounding Kylie Jenner and her luscious lips. The teen has denied any surgical enhancements, but some are skeptical. Now, a new dangerous Facebook challenge has found a way for teens to mimic her signature look. The challenge has teens creating suction around their mouths with a cup or jar until it creates bruising and swelling to emulate the full lip look. Many have already had bad experiences, from torn lips to broken glass from the cup. Doctors warn that could cause permanent damage to their mouths and urge parents to talk to their teens about the dangers of this challenge.
You know, I think that is a silly challenge.
Right? What happened to being more comfortable with who you are and how you look?
That is just crazy.
It's ridiculous.
And that's all the news we have for you today. Make sure you come back next week for more.
Thanks for watching. See you next time on WLGTV.